And we're live. Hey guys. How do I even say this? Welcome back. I'm back from the dead. All sorts of things. Okay, so what are we doing? We are designing Paopi. So I say we're designing Paopi, but Paopi is pretty much designed. And give me a second, so Paopi is pretty much designed. And this is Paopi. I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see. So Paopi is my version of a Tainozemi. I'm currently working on AIP. Where is it? IP meaning intellectual property that I am going to attempt to sell as an animation. So I'm just letting you guys know that stress is real. So what do I want to do here? Alright, so what I'm working on is Paopi's expressions. Paopi doesn't have a mouth, so body language is going to be super important here. Okay. And if I do that. Alright. So what's happened since we last spoke? Well, my Wacom drawing tablet died. It died a honorable death. And anything else I want to say based on that? No, it pretty much died. Died at work? No. It died at home. I needed it for work. So it's currently without a drawing tablet for work. That was fun. The reason why I'm kind of stalling right now, or rather, there we go. I'm adjusting something so that you guys can see it. And it is not working. So guys, you get jumped. Sorry. Okay, so this is supposedly Paopi's happy expression. I'm thinking of just having a little drop of water here that kind of deforms to show what it's feeling. But I'm experimenting with the concept. This is going to be happy. Paopi has found a little plant, so we'll see what that is. And all of this is just going to be water. Let's see. Okay, so I already started drawing. My new tablet is an XP pen. My old tablet was a Wacom pen tablet. This one is a pen display. So far between XP pen and Wacom, I haven't really seen that much of a difference. I'm still getting used to the new workflow of, let's see. Yeah, still getting used to the new workflow of working with a pen display tablet as opposed to a, how do I put it? Yeah, as opposed to a as opposed to a pen tablet. I'm not quite sure what you call them, but yeah. So still getting used to it. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Not because of anything wrong with the tablet, but just I'm left-handed, so calibrating it for left-handed handed people was a little bit difficult. I had to go and watch YouTube videos, and that was not fun in the slightest at all. Let's see, what else? I think this is basically going to be the drawing. I think this is basically going to be it. I'm going to do this down. The idea is just to get little quick emotions down. I'm also trying to get Instagram back up and running, so it's gonna be a slow first few weeks that I'm coming back, but so yeah, it's gonna be a slow few weeks. For those of you who are thinking of getting a pen display tablet because you think it will make inking easier, it does make inking easier, but not as easy as you are thinking it's going to be. Yeah, that's what we're doing. But it's definitely a whole different feeling, a different workflow to get used to. Hey, fun. Yeah. Someone told me the other day that I used the wrong hand. I told them when you're left-handed, you hear every pun, like every single last one. Everybody. At this point, I start collecting them. I haven't heard a repeat yet. Well, no, that's not true. I get the "why are you using the wrong hand" one a lot, and I got there was a really interesting one I got the other day. But mostly people just assume I'm creative because I'm left-handed. Or rather, they assume that my creativity comes from my left hand. I'm not quite sure what kind of special powers the left hand has when it comes to that. But there's that. What hand do you write with? It's like... Okay, so the color scheme for Paopi is... I kind of made it up on the fly, so it might not be the final color scheme. Also, Webtoons, I posted it in the Discord. Yeah. Fawn says, yeah, I use my left hand to write and draw. I know the struggle. Yep, all left-handers. Everybody feels the need to tell you that you get every pun. But, I mean, you learn to live with it. I think my aunt actually got me a cup that said, let me see if I remember. It says, I may be left-handed, but I'm always right. And she got it for me for Christmas. And, I mean, it's life. But about the color scheme of Paopi, some interesting things happened while I was designing him. So this last week did not go well in terms of color. I put it. My colors have been off for the whole week at work. It's been rough. It's been real rough. I put some eye bleeding colors together because I needed new glasses. I said on Instagram that there's a whole lot of newness to be had this stream. And the precise reason for that is new tablet. For those of you on Instagram, I don't know if you know I moved to another country, so a new country, or I moved back from America. So that's how far I've been hiatus on Instagram. So I moved back from America there. And yeah, new glasses now. So we'll see. Now, this was originally supposed to be a mini Pitchy Patchy, and I spoke to the people in the Discord about who or what a Pitchy Patchy is. And for those of you who don't know, in Jamaican culture, we have a festival around Christmas where people dress up as characters and they dance and they put on a parade and all of that. And it's not Bacchanal. I know a lot of people know about Bacchanal and the like, but it's not. It's called Jankunu. And one of the characters, Pitchy Patchy, is in charge of keeping all the other characters under control. Not that this little thing could keep anything under control. I think they could run over it. They might step on it by accident. And I was originally going to go with that, the whole Jankunu idea. But then I started thinking about the indigenous people of Jamaica. And we don't really talk about them a lot because a lot of them went. History was bad. That's how we're going to put that. History was a bad time for them. And that was even before colonization. So history was bad for them. So there was that. So now I'm spending some time learning more about them. They're called the Tainos or Arawaks, depending on which book you read, which book you look into. And I'm doing this in a very sketchy style. When I'm doing the money illustrations, I will do I'm doing the money illustrations. I will do very clean lines. Today is not a clean line day. I feel like I'm always drawing these little things. But what have you guys been up to? I've told you all about my suffering. Where is it? Okay. Now, I was debating on whether or not to actually draw this effect. I'm not quite sure what Paopi does in the show yet. I'm really just getting characters, populating this world. Some of them might disappear. I hope Paopi's not one of the ones that disappear, but sometimes you don't really get the choice. So okay, give me a second to do this properly. And now I can click erase and just clean these lines up just a little bit. That is the biggest advantage of the pen display for me, that I can now work more easily like how I work in real life. I can draw my lines, clean them up. I really should practice proper drawing technique. Don't be like me, kiddies. Which one holds the fork and which one holds the knife? My left hand holds the fork and my right hand holds the knife. It's really easy for me to know that because I took grooming and etiquette in high school, and I found out, ironically enough, that the place settings that we know are always set for a left-handed person. So when you see a strange table setting, that's actually somebody setting it for a right-handed person. And sometimes I only eat with a fork, so it's really easy for me to know. Fun fact though, I play sports with my right hand, which I think is kind of bad because I feel like I'm giving up an advantage I could have had. Because I hear left-handed people are supposedly hard to play in sports like tennis and baseball and the others. Well, sorry, Fawn. I didn't know. I wasn't planning to be unfair. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning to be unfair. It's just answering your question. Okay, let's turn that off, see what this looks like. I mean, which hand do you use to hold a knife and fork? I didn't cheat. I promise you. You would have heard me get up from the chair. There we go. Let's do this. I miss when I was fully ambidextrous. As I grew up, I started getting used to using one hand for certain things and one for other stuff. Um, I actually have that problem as well when it comes to growing up and let's see. Yeah, I have that problem when it comes to growing up, and I guess I have a lot more time to use my other hand because I'll use it for other stuff like cooking and so on and so forth. And people ask me to write a whole lot, so sometimes I just switch to the other hand. So I feel like I have more practice, but you lose it if you don't practice enough, which is sad. But I mean, it's a really fun thing being ambidextrous. And most of the people in the world who are ambidextrous were originally left-handed people. There's a reason for that, guys. Your world is unfair to us. You should love your left-handed people more. Okay, I think this is good. Let's try turning that off. That's what he looks like. We're gonna lock that. And now we're just gonna I'm gonna do this. Cancel. I don't want to rasterize anything. I am going to turn off the water so I can get the color that's really there. And then we can start coloring. Like, what are the advantages that you found of being left-handed? Maybe I should give the people in the Discord this one as a sticker as well. What do you think, Fun? You want this one as a sticker? Oh, the advantages of being ambidextrous? Yes. The problem where your hand, yes, I have come home. Sometimes I mess my clothes up that way because I'll write and I like gelling pens, so that's a whole other issue. But I will write and I'll write and my hand gets covered in pen ink, and then I'll brush it against my clothes and then there's just ink smears. Or I'm just going about my business, doing my casual life, and then out of nowhere a wild pen mark appears. I wore white in high school, so that was, you can only imagine how that was. I just realized that I neglected to draw the flower that Paopi is holding, so I'm going to draw the flowers separately on another layer. Not right now. Hey, Tony. Actually, I have good news for you on the Computer Juice Lockdown issue. I actually started updating that project. It has a new color scheme. It's no longer green, it's blue. And I finally figured out what I'm going to do with that. So you can look forward to more updates on that project. More than likely next week. This week, I'm trying to get used to the new drawing tablet that I had. So I have good news for you. A hug? Sure. Where's the hugging? There you go. One hug. Hugs are always free. Yeah. Alright, so now we've got that. And let's try and get some of these. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm still getting just some of these. There we go. Keyboard shortcuts. The new shift keys down. I've always hated these things. And now that I have a tablet that uses one, I thought maybe I should make the effort to learn how to use the quick keys that come with these tablets. So you do that. One. What do it look like? Charity, I demand more than one hug. Haven't seen you in like forever. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yes, guys, I'm sorry. It was just a whole slew of things that happened. So here's the ironic thing, right? I'm looking at my two computers, like the two computer screens, the one on my tablet and the one on my computer. Looking at that, and the color difference is amazing. No wonder my colors looked crazy on Instagram and I had to be adjusting them after the fact all the time. Guys, this screen is actually bad. Now that I'm on my drawing tablet and I can see it, oh my gosh, it's horrible. Fun. If you wanted a hug, all you had to do was ask. There we go. But yeah. Found out that my computer screen is terrible. For color, it's absolutely horrible. But now that I can see what color actually looks like, I'm probably going to... Oh guys, can I tell you something though? And this is actually my fault, but I'm looking at our Christmas tree. I really should take this. I'm in trouble. That was my mom. And my mom is telling me next week we're taking the tree down. Ooh, right. So we should take the tree down, guys. It's an important thing to do after Christmas, right? Take your tree down. No, we didn't really get that memo. Don't judge us too harshly. There are ways of recalibrating colors on your PC. I think so, but I'm not sure. I know I said that my PC screen is bad, but I don't know if it's the drawing display that's bad or the PC screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take images that I've done on the drawing tablet and images I've done on the PC and check them on some other computers and see what the consensus of computers say. And probably an iPhone or so, because I posted a lot of them on Instagram. Fun, this is Christmas tree is still up too. Yay, I'm not the only one. I know Christmas was it was 3 months ago. I'm aware of when Christmas was. Oh, trust me, I know. Every time I look at the tree, I remember it's another day, man. It's another day. I always tell myself, oh, it's gonna happen. And then I walk in the next day and I'm just, oh, but I have this to do and I have this to do, and it just doesn't get done. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, do you guys know people who keep their tree up or people who take it immediately down after Christmas? I've never met anybody who did that. Just as soon as Christmas is over, buy tree. Never met anyone who's done that. Have you met such a person? What were they like? Were they mythical? Did they know unicorns? These are the important questions I'm asking. I have a working theory that they don't exist, but yeah, I don't have much confidence in my theory because it's just a theory. They probably exist out there. What does you mean, Tony? Let's see. I take my tree down right on Christmas and it's out on the... Oh, you have a real tree. No. No, I don't have a dead rotting tree in my house. No. This one's plastic. We have pine trees down here. But I've never been... I think I was jabbed with a pine needle or something. And I helped my friend put up her real tree one year. That was an interesting adventure. Okay, I can actually put this. I take my tree down right on Christmas and it's out on the street on Christmas. On Christmas? Not even Christmas, like Boxing Day yet? Wait, does everybody celebrate Boxing Day? I kind of just assumed that Christmas and Boxing Day came hand in hand. But do you guys celebrate Boxing Day? What do you guys celebrate? Let me know. Boxing Day? Or are you talking to Tony? Let me type it out. If you're not talking to Tony, this Boxing Day. So there's a holiday that comes immediately after. Wow, these colors look terrible on my screen. Guys, on your computer screen, does this look brown or like bright? This red is crazy. I'm gonna change the red to a brighter color. It just looks awful. It looks orange to you? Yeah, but does it look like a bright orange or a pale orange or... It's kind of like an orangish red. I'm not sure how much good that would do me. I mean, yes. It's because of the two screens. Hold on. And I move them. Oh, they're not that different. Yeah, if you could send me a screenshot, that would be great. What I'll probably do is I will color range select this and move it more into the red hue. Oh, this feels so much better, guys. You don't even understand. This feels like I'm drawing again. Like I could just get some pencils and just be 6 again. Elsa, thank you. Okay, some interesting things that happened while I was designing Paopi. I discovered that the indigenous people of Jamaica had actual symbols to their language, and I got a font for it. So, for those of you in the Discord, actually, those of you on Instagram would have seen it as well. The word below Paopi in the original image, it might look like just scribbles, but it's a word. It says Zemi. And a Zemi is a god. It can be a god of cotton, wood, water. And I was also learning about different words that were taken from the Taino language, like hurricane, I think it's barbecue. That was interesting. At least that's what the site said. I should probably double check this before I start spreading it. But with a grain of salt, and I'm reading it, words that were, it's omniglot.com, writing Taino, and according to them, words that came from the Taino language. I'm about to butcher the pronunciation of this word, please forgive me. The name of it is Taino Borikenaiki. And there's a lot of accents on the I's, so I'm almost sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. And it's shortened to being called Boriken. Okay, and the words are do. Let me see if I can scroll down and find it. Okay, the words taken from the Taino language and borrowed into English include barbecue, caiman, cannibal, canoe, cassava, guava, hammock, iguana, papaya, tobacco, potato, and maize. That's what they say, guys. I'm not sure how true this is. So, we'll see. Thank you, Fan. Let's see. It appears to be looking alright. It appears to be looking fine. Hey, look, it's Dida. And I missed you by a good few minutes. Whoops, sorry, guys. Whoopsie daisy. I'm sorry, Dad. It wasn't on purpose. See, Tony, you're not the only person I accidentally ignore. I accidentally ignored Dai too. Cough, cough. Guys, don't be me. Pay attention to your notifications. Okay. So, right now, there's a huge push in our country towards animation, which makes it a pretty good place to be. But we're kind of really understanding what we're up against, and that's a whole... I feel like I'm becoming confused by the sheer magnitude of what I have to do. But we're launching an app. What is it? At work with these Jamaican WhatsApp stickers. So I'm hoping that more people get excited about that because I think they're really cool. But I have to come up with a marketing strategy for it, and I am lost because I am not a marketer. That's what we found out today. Mona is not a marketer. Never was meant to be. And actually, I think this is the wrong color. So Paopi has, how do I put it? Paopi has 4 layers of cloth because I did keep that design from the Pitchy Patchy. I took the mask away. I think I'm going to go back to some of the old designs. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to sort of the whole banned anime argument, because to some extent, I think it's the UN who's trying to ban anime. To some extent, they're right, and to other extents, they're not. So that argument is, I feel like I'd have to take that. That would be a whole video by itself. I don't know if Jamaica individually tried to ban the anime though. Like, if you have an article or something, please show me, because given my current position in the animation industry. Oh, that's where you are. Guys, I'm over here clicking stuff. Can't find my mouse and I'm wondering what's going on. But yeah, if you have like an article that shows where we tried to ban anime, please tell me. I'm going to get such a kick out of it considering what's happening in the industry over here right now. Mm-hmm. What did it say? Like, when did we try to ban the anime? Tell me. I'm really starved for good stories. I actually went to a meeting of the Jamaica Animation Network yesterday, and that was interesting. We all managed, well, I say we, but not me. The members of a delegation from the Jamaica Animation Nation Network managed to attend Kids Screen. So that's the thing, guys. I managed to attend Kids Screen. And the thing with Kids Screen, though, right, is that it's a huge conference where people who have ideas for animations and the studios that produce them for her get together and they have meetings and parties and everything, and they schmooze and they schmooze and they boosh. Is that what I want to say? They schmooze and they boosh? Yes. And they try to get interest in their IPs, which means I want to go. Maybe, I don't know. Guys, I believe my thing is never to underestimate my country. So, but I know I heard about Australia trying to do it, so you're right, it could be Australia. Now that I'm looking at this character design head on, right, I'm thinking perhaps Paopi's hands should be red. What do you think? I think it would give some contrast to it. But I feel like it would fight so much. So maybe I should just leave it. It was an Australian center. What does Australia have against anime? What does he have? Like, I remember reading an article about that, but I never followed up on it. I'm a bad person in not keeping track of what's happening in my field. How dare I? The audacity. Okay. So. Maybe to have slightly larger parts in the hand. That could work. Question, does this look like a lime green to you? Because it looks like a lime green on this screen, but on the other screen it looks like not. That's what I'm going to use. It looks like not lime green. That's what it looks like on the other screen, not lime green. Maybe I could give him little paw pats. Nah, now I'm just pushing it. But yeah, I can probably try the lighter blue in the hands. From my screen, it has this. Whoops. No, that's not what we're trying to do. Rude. There we go. From my screen, it looks like barf green. Looks like a darker avocado. Okay. That means that it's not translating. Ooh. Hey, that is bad. I'm going to have to color correct you, Paopi. Yes. I'm going to have to color correct you. This is Paopi for now. Let's see. Scroll out. There's Paopi. And those are Paopi's flats. Now, what am I thinking about in terms of water? Well, first let's get back here. Nope, not that one. Rude. Scroll down. Turn that back on. It looks like barf green. It looks like barf green. That's what it looks like. On my screen, the colors are a lot brighter. It looks like a lime green and like really, really bright. But let me hit the U. I'm gonna up the saturation on this. Whoops, wrong. So I have two documents open and it's complaining. One of them is complaining. So Control U. And we're gonna up the saturation until it looks like something on my screen. Let's see. Let's see, Daisy. No, it just looks like it's vibrating. Bye. I'll fix it another day. It's okay, I can take it. I can take it. You can say barf green. I won't be offended. Okay. Alright, so here's the thing about the water now, right? I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to Control J. And we're going to do that. And I'm going to put that into color mode. Control E. Those are the computer values, and what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna add shadows. So what I want to do is select this because it's easier for me to work in the black and whites. Do this, and that. Look at all that gray. So I do these. I just realized that's actually the red on that is reading. That's bad. The red on this is reading. That is bad. So let's move it back over here. Usually I would draw the whole thing across, but I'm trying to practice not using cheating methods. It's not very fun, but it will force me to get better as an artist. And as I say that, this is also a cheating method. But what I'm working on right now is values. So after I conquer values, right? Then I will have to work on seeing values in colors. Things I don't yet know how to do. So I can do that. What I mean, what's a fun animation that you think you'd want to see like on TV? I recently saw I think it's Kipple and the Wonder Beast. And that was really, really something. I was really excited to see more fantasy-based stuff. I got excited like a little 6-year-old. Well, no, I'm always excited like a 6-year-old. Let me not say. I got more excited. So let's de-age like a 3-year-old. There we go. That's where we want to be. Pure, unadulterated joy. The kind of joy that's not appropriate for, according to the world, adults to show in public. But kids are allowed to show it. That kind of joy. That's the kind of joy you should have in your life, guys. Okay. Well, surprisingly today my Wi-Fi is behaving. I feel so proud of it. Usually it's doing all sorts of things to misbehave. This is actually all dark because of where they are. And this is dark as well. Let's grab that. I mean, I'm doing soul shading right now and it feels interesting. Mm-hmm. Let's do that. That's completely black. That's this thing. Also, you do the same thing I do whenever the computer... Yes, it's very rude. It's amazingly rude. I believe you should talk to your items. Let them know when they're misbehaving. One day they will learn and start to behave themselves. Even if today is not the day. Okay, so let's check on what we're doing. And there we go. That's what it looks like now. You should always scold your appliances. As I'm looking at it, I'm thinking Paopi reminds me of a piñata. It reminds me of a little piñata. Like, you just poke him and candy comes out. Actually, let me not take that train of thought much further because I just had an image of him popping like a balloon. Just like a popping Paopi. It's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, so let's go to normal. And we'll get that color. And now we're taking it from here. I think the move in... I think the move-in value is the same, yes? Mm-hmm. Does it have piñata clothes? Maybe I should give Paopi piñata clothes. There's a version of Paopi without any of this stuff on, but I kind of imagine these as being part of it, so to have it not have any of it kind of scares me, because then I start thinking, okay, do I have like a naked character running around the place, or like what gives? There we go. I didn't realize this was going to be the same value as that. But where they overlap on themselves, like so. Yeah, it is a part of him. I wanted it to be a part of his magic. These little things, like he takes them off and he uses them to do magic. Actually, let me overlay on that. It's starting to look more like something I can show out in public, yes. Turn that off. I feel like the color is a lot darker than before. This looks like him in the dark. I think I messed up my colors, guys. Messed up my colors a lot. Let me show you what I mean. And you'll see just how much I messed up in a bit. So if I grab this, click here, Control 0, click here, Control 0, come down here, and click this, normal, with the highlights. And if I click over here, or maybe, yeah. So that's how much I messed up my colors. But the contrast on this one, the contrast on the one I'm currently working on is a lot better than the contrast on the other one, since that was a quick sketch. But the colors on this one is awful, 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 awful. Ooh. Guys, my mom just whipped brownie batter in front of my face. It's amazing. Oh, you were planning to make brownies and ice cream?
No. When I bought the ice cream in my house, the cashier said for me to take the receipt over to customer service.
Okay.
That I made some promotion. That was what I got.
Okay, so free brownie batter. Well, free-ish.
Free.
Promotional brownie batter. There we go. There's promotional brownie batter in my house, guys. I think it's not the values that I got wrong. I think perhaps maybe if I click this and I hit Control U, maybe it's the hue. Yep. Look, guys, it's Carnival. Looks like he's about to go out. Fan says he's jealous. Promotional. Yeah, well, there's no brownies. It's just the batter. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Huh? One day. Hui. That one sounds suspicious. Oh. You heard that, guys? One day there will be brownies in my house. One day. I hope it's one day soon. Till then. Okay, there we go. I was messing with the wrong thing. The colors are right. It's the lightness I needed to be messing with. So, I don't know what to tell you, Fawn. It could be, it could be, I could maybe airdrop, or like, I don't know, how would we get brownies to you before they expired? I don't know, how do I get brownies to you before they expire? That's a whole... It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. Oh well. So we're here. And let me move my saturation back to... Whoops. I'm gonna move all of these back to 0. You guys can't see it, but my hue and saturation window is up. And let's move the lightness down. No, that's just washed up. It's not working. It's not working. Bye. Maybe... Does this look more like what I'm supposed to be doing? Yes. Let's move the saturation up. As rough. Delete this layer. So what we're gonna do is grab this. Grab this. Sorry, grab this. I'm gonna grab the color layer, Control Shift and click to grab everything. Then we're gonna come here. And first we're gonna check. So I need to inverse this. I'm gonna select inverse. There we go. Whoops, no. It was right the first time. Inverse. And then I'll come over here. I'll turn this to normal. And I'm just gonna take that color. Come over here. And that is the base tone of Paopi. Okay. And from here, if I lock my transparency lock. Whoopsie daisy, I'm off screen. There we go. Font says, okay, just means one day you'll appear and take some. I'll just be there. You could fly a plane. I mean, we've got 2 airports. Surely they let you land. Not with what's going on right now, but okay, Control Z. Not sure they'd let you land given what's going on in the world right now, but okay, that's wrong on so many levels. But I'm sure they will understand your desire for brownies. Oh, that's what's going on. I just have to believe and be hungry enough. If that's how teleportation works, then I've been doing it wrong my whole life. Because I thought I was hungry enough all the time. Guys, if teleportation is just being hungry enough, then I feel upset with myself. I've never been hungry enough to achieve teleportation. There we go. There we are. And Okay. You just have to believe. Is it like Wizard of Oz? Do I have to click my heels and then I will be home again? Is that what I have to do? And click my heels and then magically home again. Also, I'm thinking of making some of the videos I did originally, the ones about perspective, and taking them and making them into videos by themselves. Not live videos, but just videos that people can watch. I don't know how that's gonna go, or if I'm gonna have the time for it, but I might make the backlog of it first and then worry about everything else. Yeah, but with Crocs and yeah, okay, maybe that's why you'll never catch me in those things ever again. Nope. Not gonna catch me in a pair of those things. Speaking of crocodiles though, this week in Jamaica news, because Jamaica is not a real place, there was a crocodile at somebody's gate. Just chilling, woke up in the morning. I say somebody, but I know the person. The Instagram artist Nil Studio just woke up one morning with a crocodile at her gate, just chilling. Nothing new. Nothing new to see there. Just like, and then our national newspaper made a huge deal out of it. They said, what was it? Oh, they reported it as the crocodile blocking the entrance to the entire community. It was at someone's front gate. Luckily, we do have organizations that are trained in crocodile removal because they're a protected species in Jamaica. We have so many protected species in the island, it's not funny. Our iguanas are protected, our birds are protected, our plants are protected. I feel like we're a nature preserve. Not that it's bad, I'm just saying. Yeah, I have considered doing shorter videos. I think they would be better for some of the things that I particularly want to do, and maybe saving the live streams for more fun projects and the shorter videos for more technical things like how to do perspective and how to do basic perspective and stuff like that. But we'll see. Hold on. So I'm just gonna drop this into overlay. There we go. Now you're looking more like something that I recognize. And we'll try to fix your values. You hear that, Paopi? We'll try and fix your values. So now you look more like yourself. So I just need to remember that we can deal with that. Ooh. Guys, it's the light of the Messiah. It's the light of the Messiah. Paopi is about to meet the ultimate God. These colors are so bright. These colors are so bright. Nature preserved, like a druid or shaman. Not sure which one works better. I'm guessing druid. For Jamaica, actually, shaman. And I say that because we actually have these. I don't know. Most people refer to them as obeah, but they're not. They are herbalists, and they have. You can walk around and they'll have like dried everything: ginger, cilantro, pepper, dried everything, just like hanging from the roofs, from the back of cars. And very spiritual, very connected to nature, so very shaman, a very shaman aesthetic. I feel weird having to, like, how do I explain Jamaica to people? Okay, cancel. Alright, so now that Paopi is no longer seeing the light of God, let's go back to working on tone. Let's get this. Let's go to the brush tool. My shortcut keys. My shortcut keys indicate that I am not in the brush tool. That's what they indicate, that I am not in the brush tool. So we're gonna go down darker. Mona is a secret summon. I don't know how to defend against that, considering what I am going to draw and what I have drawn. I'm not sure I can defend against that statement. But if I discover any shamanistic powers, you will be the first to know. If I do discover any powers of the shamanistic variants, you will of course be one of the first to know. Oh, these shadows look much better. We're definitely going to do that one. The colors are richer. The air is cleaner. The world is smiling because I have found the color or the value that I need to get the color. The world is a better place, guys. That is what happens when you find the color that you're looking for. The world becomes a better place. The air is cleaner. All of these things. Look at that. Look at God. Look at that. Brightness. Saturation. Not looking like a muddy mess. Whoops. And that means you appreciate frogs, so I appreciate you for that. With all the rain that's been going on lately, there have been a lot of frogs out. There's frogs everywhere. Fawn, why frogs though? You like frogs a lot. I feel like, have I asked you that before? Why do you love frogs so much? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Why fight the process? Why fight the process indeed? Okay, so this is where we are currently on coloring Paopi. Now for this water that gave me so much trouble in the other one. I don't know. I found that happening to me. What you just mentioned about characters being inspired, I found that happening a lot with bears. Or just like characters in general that are inspired by bears. But then again, I read a lot of things aimed towards people who appreciate cuteness, so maybe that's why. Oh, wow, guys, looky here. Look at all that. That's not supposed to exist. Would you look at that and that? Would you look at all the work I gave myself? I mean, the frog appreciation works for you guys. So, I know I posted about the webtoon short story competition. I'm really trying to work out if I have the time for it or not, because the prizes are really, really good. But I also feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I don't have a fan base on webtoons, so I'm essentially going to be starting cold turkey. Oh, right. Well, I don't have a fan base in general, so I guess I'd be starting cold turkey anyway. I don't consider you fans, I consider you friend fun. Have you seen We Bare Bears, or at least heard of it? Yes, I have. Seen several episodes of We Bare Bears. Some episodes have me rolling on the ground, other episodes have me wondering why I'm watching it. But I find that's how I react to a lot of animation nowadays. Because my sense of humor and the sense of humor of guys, I'm an old fart. That's what we want. Let me just own up to it. I am an old fart who prefers complex storytelling to gags. I can appreciate gags, I really can. Which is why I can watch We Bare Bears, and I can sit down with my little cousin and watch Teen Titans Go and all of the others. But at heart, I am an old fart, and I will always love shows like Dororo and try not to sneeze on air. Why are you eyeing, fun? What did I say that has you going off? Yeah. I can sit down and watch shows with my little cousins. but I wouldn't go out of my way to see some of the shows. I'm very against this whole sitcoms for kids trend that's been going on. Cough, cough, Disney. Cough. Looking at Disney. We were actually having a talk about it in the studio about how all the plots are basically the same but with different concepts. Okay, so I am going to try a new way of doing water here because I was dissatisfied with the water in this particular piece. Whoops. So that you consider me a friend and the watching shows with your little cousins. That's cute too. Oh yes, well, hate is a strong word. I strongly dislike Teen Titans Go. Which is sort of the same thing, but one is with tact. It's not much different. Yeah. I just don't get the humor. I don't get the appeal of it. I'm not their target demographic, so I don't have to. But I wish they would make shows that adults could watch too, especially since we watch them. Patrick! Yeah! Stream is back. Did I apologize enough to you guys? Sorry. It's been gone a long, long time. I don't think I've apologized enough for you guys. I've been gone for so long. But I have a new tablet pack. Yay. Yeah. Alright, so Waka Waka? Is that the sun or the moon? I'm confused, guys. Take pity on your local Mona. Tell her what this is about. Did I miss a meme? Like, just tell me, did I miss a meme? Because there have been lots to miss lately. I think I'm going to transparency lock you again. I locked the wrong one. I need to transparency lock you. I know what I want to do, but it's not working. So yeah, Peck. I made a sticker to apologize to you guys for disappearing for so long. Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, do you know that Pac-Man comes on your phone now if you have Google Play Games? Sorry, Google Games thing. It's automatically on your phone. It's just there. About the place. They need a ghost emoji, guys. What is happening? Behave yourself, stream. You've been behaving so nicely the entire time. No, I meant the like the Pac-Man ghost emojis, the little colored ones. Those. Okay. Do, undo. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cover him for a while. So we're trying out new ways of doing water to try and get the perfect water for Paopi. With this tablet, I move so much faster through the process. What is it that Pac-Man eats? Cherries and what? Good play. I wanted a smaller yellow circle though. There. Let's see. There you go. A game of Pac-Man, all ready for you. Okie dokie. Do. Alright, so I have decided that this is going to, just to check, not overlay. Overlay is not going to do this, so we're just going to go to opacity. Change the opacity of the layer. Or rather, let's leave the opacity of the layer and change the opacity of the eraser. Change the eraser brush to soft and change the opacity down to 60, 40, and then make the size of my eraser brush that look. Souls, he can consume souls as he sees in the game. Yes, but only with the help of special cherries. This effect looks a little bit too much like a storybook character. Not that there's anything wrong with storybooks, but I'm gonna move the opacity down. Maybe down a little bit more. Yeah. And then move to the brush tool, Control Z. And we can do this Like so. Something like this. I don't know. Playing with water effects. D, X. If I erase it just a little bit. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna get this color. I'm gonna go down here. The magic wand tool, brush. And we're just gonna do that. I think I liked it better when it was Control D. Let's see. If I let's go back to it. It looks like a shadow on the bubble, so maybe I can take advantage of that. And use it as a shadow on the bubble. I'll make my brush smaller. Considering doing speed paints. I am also not sure what goes into the process of doing speed paints. I have actually never done a speed paint in the way that most artists have. I have a workflow, thank God, that's pretty quick, but I'm not quite sure. I know you have to record everything, and then speed paints are kind of like trying to push everything at once. But I could probably try them. I don't really learn much from speed paints, which is why I tend not to do them. And I tend not to watch them. Because it's harder for me to sort of gauge what's going on and oh, Control D. It's harder to gauge what's going on in speed paints. But, I mean, if someone wanted to see a speed paint, I would do one. Although that would probably be better live than... Whoops. Control minus. Let's erase just a little bit down here. And let me change the background color, because in order to really paint water, I am beginning to find out that you're not actually painting the water itself, but you're painting what's behind it. So let me do that. Yeah. It's okay. I appreciate the suggestions, and I am actually writing them down. My job gave me an idea to create an idea bank of things that I can possibly or possibly not do. So I was actually writing down speed paints in it for my own stuff. It's also helping me keep track of which projects I currently have doing and which projects are just But let's go here, brush out. Oh, you don't say. Interesting things. Looky here, guys. Look at that. I wonder what would happen if I were to start erasing things. Maybe near the edge. So there is stuff near the edge. I should probably sit down one day and just draw water. And then this wouldn't give me so many problems. Looks like a bubble-headed figure. Alrighty then, maybe. I like the shade of blue, but I'm thinking maybe it's not the best one. For this one, be is this the best shade of blue? Perhaps not. Perhaps it's not the best shade of blue. This is how I talk to myself, guys. You too should talk to yourself and work your ideas out. Nope. Wait. This one looks like a cleaner version. Let's grab the blue, Control D, and let me get one of these bad boys. Okay. I talked to myself to practice my English, which made it so now I think more in English than I do in Spanish. I would like to achieve that skill in Japanese. Teach me your ways, Master Fawn. Thank you, Pack. I like magical, cute things. Magical, glowy, cute things. When I was newer to Photoshop, whenever I wanted to get a glowing effect, I would use the glow tool. And it wasn't until... Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't until I began to gain just a little bit more understanding about colors that I discovered that I didn't need to use the glow tool because I could do it by just choosing the right color, which made me feel very, what do you call it, amateurish for an artist. You know what, how about I just erase this and then erase. Oh, just erase this, get this, do that, and then move back to that brush with this color. Control Z. And it was yep, this. Whoops, too bright. Calm down. Calm yourself. Why are you so bright? It's nighttime where I am. Calm down. Sometimes you have to talk to the colors on your brush. They'll have you over here acting like it's daylight outside. And what layer did I put? Watch Mona try to locate her highlights. There we go. Alright. Oh, sorry, Pack, I didn't see that. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you think it looks cool. We want a heavy brush on this. We want full opacity. And I'm gonna erase that in the ink. I don't think it needs to be there. I think it's taking away from the effect. Erase. Up the opacity. There we go. That looks better. Let's come back to here. And one day I will learn to label my layers. Put John on a shirt. I really would like to. I want to make merchandise. Honestly, if I could afford to, I would make it into a plushie and sell it. It's so cute. Reminds me of I maybe. Isn't that the spider that like drags other Pokemon into the water to drown them? Like, I read the bio on that thing. That thing's terrifying. It looks so cute, but it's terrifying. It's also really it's a Pokemon that's really easy to die. It's just gonna like I am, I think, mostly done with this. I just need to put the highlights and these. Oh. Okay. Anyway, Pac, what's been up with you? I've been avoiding life. Or online life, so I've already quizzed Fawn on all of the things that's going on in his life. Your turn. What's going on? What's cooking? Thank you. Bye, Pac. Aw, Pac is leaving. Or mine's not the baby version, but yeah, it's cute and terrifying. Bye, Pac. You changed your name, Fawn? Is that... Wait, what? Wait, doesn't YouTube prevent you from changing your username? That's you've made a huge commitment. For like 3 months or something. Alright, and next I switch this, I switch my brush again. You see, I'm so used to a certain workflow that I forget that I can actually access all my brushes at the click of a button. That's how whoops, undo. That's how used to I am to a particular workflow. Let's see. If I change the hue on this. I can change it 3 times in 90 days. Okay. Alright. I'm not worried anymore now. Okay. Alright, and let's change the hue again. There we go. Now it's glowing. Go. We can do some of this reflection stuff. Yeah. And if I do this properly, I can make that glow. Nope, I just erased everything that I wanted to do, so that's not what we want. That. This glowy. Let's go down in here. We're gonna add a bit of green to here. Let's undo that last one. Fun colors, guys. Fun colors. Okie dokie. So, alrighty then. Let's see. So this red, I think I'm gonna put this red closer to the bottom. And maybe a little bit up here. And then, let's see. This, so what we have decided is that we're not gonna have any of that stuff. Yeah. Maybe, because I'm playing now. This is one of my favorite parts of doing art. I get to play around with this stuff. Undo. I think that effect could be good, but I think it's too strong. Yep. It's a good effect. It's too strong. So if I put some transparency in the water, the great thing about doing this on live stream is it serves as a sort of how to remember how to do this if I ever forget. Nope, that's gonna stay right where it is. And then we're gonna get that color. Oh, right, I'm still on the mask. Cancel. And apply the mask. Because I'm definitely keeping that. That's not optional. Okay, so brush, alt. Could not use the history eraser because the eraser straight. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but it's okay. Yeah. And then I want back that color, so let's grab that. And I want that brush. We're gonna start putting get there with erasers. Do okie dokie. And then what we're gonna do with this is overlay these lines. Color now. Nope. Nope. maybe I just need to go in with an opacity brush and just lessen down. What I'm doing right now is just lessening the appearance of the lines. And we'll see. Okay, so it's getting late. It's 9:34, and I like some aspects of this, but I'm gonna delete the layer mask and leave that there. Turn that off. That's what it looks like. There we go. And I'm actually gonna go into the highlights and take out some of, whoa, hey, yeah. Well, since I'm here, highlights. Oh, I said take out some of the highlights, not add in. So we're gonna go in here, go down to 19. Okay, so some strange reason, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a blue thing there, so that's not gonna work until I figure out what that is. Do that, switch back to my brush, and now I can get really, really creative. Go into my special effects brushes, and I want my splatter brushes. So the first thing I want to see is, okay, so I can possibly erase this. Ooh. Window. If you ever do, like I always do, and accidentally drag your tabs out of where they're supposed to be, it's really easy to fix them. Just arrange them. Unfortunately, you're not sure what's gonna end up on what side. So now we have this switched on the other side, and that's something that happened. So come over here. Okay, so brush, switch that. I'm gonna take the sample of that. Go back to one of those pretty brushes. Get in on balancing this out. And then, now that I'm on this layer, I want to hit erase. Go there. And take these out. Taking those out because I'm gonna go onto another layer, switch, go back to my splatter brush, and I'm trying to make this brush really small because I want it to look like particles. And here, going with the green, just having particles of slightly different colors and tone. Move it back up towards blue. And let's see. Now I had an idea that these things on its cheek sort of started glowing when, but I think it's too much. I think it's just going to be too much for this. So maybe a subtle glow. I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to, first things first, we need the brush that I'm using. I'm gonna take that opacity way down to like 9%. Grab one of the colors from here. Undo. The opacity is too low, so 21 is good. And the idea is to get just enough glow in there so that if you look closely, it's glowing green, but not too much glow in there that it's gonna take all of our details out. And now for the fine detailing. So the hard part of the artwork is actually already done. I'm just letting you guys know that the hard part is done. Control-C. The hard part is working out that's it. Sorry. Yeah. The hard part is working out the composition and what the colors are going to be. This stuff down here, where it's just like adding details, is the really, really easy part, because this is the part you get to have fun with. And this is the part you get to have fun and add glows and all the things. Everything else before this is you trying to work out, okay, if A equals B, what curve should I be drawing? Okay, and I'm gonna call this finished. So, now that I can call this finished, there's one more thing I need to do, and it's this. So, and I'm actually gonna Windows arrange, where's the place? So I'm gonna close this, Control 0, cancel, Control 0, Control 0. Good. Now do this. And if I remember correctly, this needs to be 3 pixels. Then you just have fun. Like after this, you just have fun. You draw on the background. Oh no, there is something else I need to do. It's I'm gonna grab the type tool and I'm gonna show you guys the font that I found. Remember I told you guys about the language that I had found when I was doing research for this character design? Shift. So first I'm gonna move this real big so you guys can see it. I'm gonna move it front and center. And then we're gonna change, select all, that shift up. This guy is squishy. It's perfect for plushies or squishies. I know, right? You just squish him. You just poke him. Who found you? Okay, so we're gonna go here. And the name of the font is Najuke Taino. And I'm going to click off of it so you can see. And those are the letters of the font. So now that our character has a name, because when I first showed you guys the picture, it didn't have a name. So Paopi. So that's Paopi, Paopi. And we can do that. Go back in with that tool. Shift up and bring that size down. So what I do is I like to pair this font and the days when my Creative Cloud likes to work. I appreciate that pun. I appreciate that pun a lot. I really do. I appreciate that pun immensely. Yep, I found. And maybe I should put it here. Here. So if I do Control T, I'm trying to find my alignment tools and they're not working, so I'm assuming I need to. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so I'm in the right tool. Do that. Canvas. You know, that could work. I would just have to move it out of here. Do that. And the text. Well, not that big. That's kind of excessive. Yeah. So this font is just lying around the place on the internet. The website gives you the font. Website gives you the font for free. I think they're trying to encourage people to start speaking the language. So it says Paopi. So we're gonna type Paopi. We're gonna select it. And now I have to find a font in Roman that matches it. I think my ink-free font is too thin. I'm gonna go sans serif or handwritten. Handwritten is nice. No, not Comic Sans. I know several people who would just slap me just for even having it on my computer. They would just go, what were you thinking? Slap. Okay, I don't have any handwritten fonts. I may have to go on a font search. So I'm gonna go search for you again, font. Let's go to sans serif. Helvetica, guys. Helvetica. Bold? No. Helvetica is too clean. I'm gonna have to go on a font search. Okay, let's use Helvetica for now. Let's use regular and the size. No, Helvetica is just not going to work. All classes. Okay, ink-free is the best one I can find so far. But it really doesn't work either. It's also a weird font in the fact that it doesn't look quite straight. Why are you hiding? I really need to find the font. Okay, so since we've got Paopi, and Paopi is there, I want to get that font down just a bit smaller. It looks like a hand for the keyboard. 20. And smaller. How does 15 look? Yeah, 15 is about right. Regular. The fonts are really clashing with each other. But let's sit here. You know what, guys? It's just not working. I can't look myself in the face using that font. You'll notice that Photoshop actually reads the fonts as if it were English, so that's something. So if you're working in fonts that aren't English or don't have English letters, Photoshop's going to read it as being English. So we refined the Paopi a lot more. Just gonna grab that. I'm actually gonna put an effect on this. So we're gonna do a whole effect on this. And we go. What the nutset is that? No. We're gonna grab this color. Nope. I'm looking for the ungodly green. That's the color I want. Okay, so for some strange reason, it's not registering. So what I'm gonna do is... There we go. Screen, overlay, size. Ooh, that's too much. Cancel. I should do this stuff in Illustrator. But it looks like a comic. Alright. And the next thing, I'm actually just gonna copy it over from the other document because getting the copyright symbol in Photoshop is always a fight for me. I'm gonna do that. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay, so that's the all rights reserved symbol. And then I'm gonna grab my logo. Logo goes here. And then I get to have fun. I get to sketch him. So, whoops, Control-Z-B. So if you're wondering what these little circles are, they're Paopi's footprints. So Paopi kind of waddles when he walks because he doesn't have knees. So all of this is waddle and jump sort of movement, thinking about how I would animate him. And since in this one I have a high, I'm gonna do a crying one on this one. So I just do them really quick so they look like development sketches. And out. And then what else do you want to draw here? The footsteps. I wonder whose footsteps these are. I don't know, they just look really cool, so I put them there. More Paopi's footsteps. And then if we really want this to look mappish, we put like some tops. And then we can put little check marks and X's, question marks. Basically you want it to look like a development note. Because that's what we're doing. We're developing. So we do here. I'm switching here. That. Alright, and we're finished. So there we go, guys. Today we have done Paopi. And Paopi is gonna be posted tomorrow. Yeah. So guys, thank you for joining the stream for today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and you can join our Discord. So let me get that link. I'm gonna add this version of Paopi to the Discord as a sticker. Everybody's having fun playing with the sad version of Paopi. So, but I'm gonna share this in the Discord. The group is always the group that gets all the artwork first. And the reason that is simply they're the people I talk to the most. Let's see. So I'm getting that. People. No limit. Never. Alright, and I'm just gonna copy it and paste. Do. Yep. So, it's us on Discord. Yay! Guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm hoping to get to the point where I understand the character enough to begin to do a turnaround, and then I can animate his little waddle. I'm actually on Instagram right now, and I'm watching the lovely Roxanne talk about how she has no motivation. Guys, it's rough out here when you do art as a career. But she has an IP called Dream Dust coming out, and it looks amazing. So you can also check that out. She has a comic on webtoon as well called Hot Stapa. And I'll see you guys next week. I don't think it's going to be during the week. I have too many freelance projects and a product launch to do this week. So if you don't see me during the week, sorry. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for joining, guys. Wait, where's the heart? Yep. Happy. I've got lots of plans, lots and lots of plans. Let's see if I can get them done. There we go. Paopi! Thanks for watching. Bye!